When a website gets traffic but very few leads, the problem usually sits in one of two places. Either the people arriving were never especially likely to become customers, or the right people are arriving and the website is losing them somewhere along the way. Those problems can look almost identical in a report. Traffic goes up, leads stay flat. Rankings improve, impressions increase. And one article has its best month yet. On paper, something appears to be working. But the fix depends entirely on which problem you have. If the site attracts people looking for free information, visitors outside of your market, or searches loosely connected to what you sell, changing the headline or adding a contact button will not turn them into buyers. But if potential customers are reaching the site and still leaving, more traffic may only send more people through the same weak experience. So before you publish more content, raise your ad budget, or chase another ranking, answer a more useful question. Are you attracting the wrong people? Or are you failing to convince the right ones? So the place to start is not the total traffic number. It is the pages creating that traffic and what the people landing on them were trying to do. And the first mistake is treating every visit as if it carries the same commercial value. Imagine this. An IT company publishes an article about fixing a common Microsoft 365 error. It starts ranking and it becomes one of the most visited pages on the site. That sounds promising. But who is reading it? It might be an employee trying to solve the issue alone, someone using a personal account, a business outside of your service area, or a person who needs a 5-minute answer rather than ongoing IT support. Now, that does not mean that this article is useless. It means that those visits should not be judged like visits to a managed IT services page from people comparing providers. Sometimes a website is simply getting better at attracting attention around a topic that sits too far from the company's actual offer. And even relevant content can be a dead end. A reader gets the answer and leaves because the page gives them no sensible reason to continue. Nothing connects the question they ask to a deeper resource, a case study, or the service the company provides. That does not mean that every article should push for a consultation. It means that the content should belong to a larger path. The visitor may not be ready to contact you today, but there should be somewhere to go next. Most buyers do not move from first visit to inquiry in one clean step. Once you separate traffic that may be creating a buying opportunity from traffic that mainly creates page views, the next question becomes clearer. What happens when the right person reaches the right page and still does nothing? Now the traffic is relevant. The visitor needs the service you sell in your market and may already be comparing providers. And they still leave. Why? Because matching the search is not the same as helping someone make a decision. Say a healthcare practice is looking for an IT support company. It lands on a page promising reliable service, customized solution, proactive support, and a team that cares. None of that is necessarily false, but it gives the buyer almost nothing that they can evaluate. Does this provider understand healthcare environments? Can it support the systems the practice depends on? How does it handle access controls, compliance requirements, or urgent issues during clinic hours? What happens during onboarding? Has it worked with similar organizations before? If the page does not answer any of those questions, the visitor has to fill in the gaps. Most buyers will open up another tab and look for a company that makes the decision easier. Now compare that with a page explaining which healthcare organizations the company supports, how the service works day to day, what happens when something goes wrong, and how it has helped a similar client reduce recurring IT problems. That page is not stronger because it has more persuasive language. It is stronger because it gives the buyer evidence. A lot of service pages describe the company. Fewer help the visitor decide whether the company is right for them. So when you review an important page, do not stop at whether the service is mentioned or if the keyword appears in the heading. Ask whether the potential customer can answer questions standing between interest and contact. Can they see that the service fits their situation? Can they understand what they would receive? Can they find the proof behind the claims? Do they know what happens after they get in touch? The contact button is not where the decision begins. It's where the decision becomes visible. By then, the rest of the page should have done most of the work. In plain business terms, the website does not need to pressure more people into contacting you. It needs to give the right people enough confidence to continue. And that confidence is not always built during one visit or on one platform. A managing director looking for an IT provider might ask ChatGPT for options, compare businesses in Google, check reviews, watch a video, and only then visit a company's website. By that point, they may not be asking, who is this company? They may be asking, does this website confirm what I have already heard? Perhaps the company was recommended for its experience with professional service firms, but its website only talks about providing technology solutions for businesses of every size and industry. The recommendation sounded specific, but the website feels generic. Or the company appeared knowledgeable in a video, but its service page contained no case studies, no examples of how it works, and no evidence supporting that expertise. You see, in that situation, the website is not beginning the sales conversation. It is confirming or weakening a conversation that began somewhere else. That also means a visit that does not become an immediate lead is not automatically wasted. The person may still be researching, comparing, or returning after another interaction. The practical point is simple. Your website has to support the larger buying journey. It should reinforce the relevance and proof people encounter when they discover you. Otherwise, more visibility can bring more visitors without giving them enough confidence to move forward. Start with the traffic you already have. Identify the pages bringing in the most visitors, then ask what those visitors were trying to accomplish. The Microsoft 365 troubleshooting article may attract a large audience looking for an immediate fix. The healthcare IT services page may receive far fewer visits, but those visits are much closer to choosing a provider. Those two pages should not be judged by the same standard. For the troubleshooting article, ask whether it creates a sensible path for the small portion of readers who may need ongoing help. For the healthcare IT page, ask whether a serious buyer can understand who the company serves, what support includes, and why its claims deserve to be trusted. Then look at what the visitors do after landing. Do they continue to another relevant page, read a case study, return later, reach the company contact page, or begin an inquiry? Not one single action proves somebody is ready to buy, but together they show whether the site is supporting the decision or quietly ending it. And when inquiries arrive, look beyond the total. Are they asking about the services you want to sell? Are they in the right market? Do they resemble the customers your business is equipped to help? So traffic reports show you how many people arrived, but they do not automatically tell you whether the right people arrived, whether the website helped them move forward, or whether the leads were commercially useful. Once you know where the journey breaks, you have a choice. You can keep treating traffic as the goal, publish more content, chasing more rankings, and spending more on ads in hope that a larger audience produces more leads. Or you can work out what the traffic you already have is telling you. That is why we offer the website SEO and AI search audit at Pronto. We review how your important pages are connected, what your content is targeting, whether technical issues are holding the site back, and how clearly the website supports visibility in Google and in AI search. Then we show you what needs attention and where your team should focus first. You can find the audit in the description below. Because the goal is to not win the traffic report, it is to make your website easier for the right buyer to understand, trust, and choose. And if you want a practical framework for building pages that do just that, while also supporting visibility in Google and in AI search, watch our video on the website page formula next. And as always, if you like this video and would like more WordPress and SEO tips, feel free to subscribe to this channel. We make videos every week.